The morning rush at Route 66 Diner had just begun. The smell of freshly brewed coffee and sizzling bacon filled the air as cheerful truckers and travelers crowded the red leather booths. Behind the counter, Emily, a young waitress barely in her 20s, moved quickly from table to table with a polite smile that hid her exhaustion and her fear. For weeks now, she had been looking over her shoulder. Every shift, every night, the same man would appear, sitting alone by the window, watching her. He rarely ordered more than a cup of coffee, but his cold stare made her skin crawl. His name was Tom, a local drifter who'd started showing up right after Emily had turned down his unwanted advances. This morning, though, his gaze felt heavier, more dangerous. Emily tried to stay calm, taking orders and refilling cups. But when she noticed Tom following her to the back hallway near the restrooms, her heart started racing. She quickly returned to the counter, hoping someone would notice. That's when she saw them. A group of bikers, leather jackets marked with the Hells Angels insignia, walking in together. The diner went quiet for a second as the tough-looking men took their seats, their presence commanding instant respect and a hint of fear. Emily approached their table nervously, clutching her notepad. The leader, a tall man with gray hair and piercing blue eyes, looked up at her and smiled kindly. His name patch read, Mac. "Coffee for the crew, sweetheart," he said in a calm voice. As she poured their coffee, her hands trembled. Mac noticed immediately. "You okay, darling?" he asked, his tone changing, softer but serious. Emily leaned closer, her voice barely above a whisper. "Please. That man in the corner. He won't stop following me," she said, her eyes darting toward Tom's table. Mac followed her gaze. His jaw tightened slightly as he saw the man staring back. The air between them grew tense. Mac nodded slowly. "Go on, sweetheart. We'll take care of it." Emily hesitated. "No, please don't cause trouble." But Mac interrupted her gently. "You've got nothing to worry about." He signaled to one of his bikers, a large man named Tank, who stood up immediately. Within seconds, the entire diner's atmosphere shifted. The Hells Angels weren't just customers anymore. They were protectors. Tank walked over to Tom's table, his shadow falling across the man's face. "You got a problem with the lady?" he asked, his voice deep and unshakable. Tom froze. I was just having coffee," he stammered. Tank leaned in closer. "Then you'll finish it somewhere else, right now." Max stood up, joining Tank, his voice calm but full of authority. "You heard him, son. Time to leave. The diner—" Fell silent as Tom quickly grabbed his jacket and stumbled out, not daring to look back. Emily stood frozen, tears welling in her eyes, part fear, part relief. Mac turned back to her with a reassuring smile. "You're safe now, darling. No one messes with family here." For the first time in weeks, Emily felt her hands stop shaking. She whispered a soft, "Thank you," realizing that sometimes angels really do wear leather.